Hello people of the internet. I'm back with another video. I told you it would be. I'm back with another video. I've told you I was going to try and be consistent. This is what, the second video now? But you are going to see a bit of a jump in content. Now, in the first video that I released this year, I had a little bit longer hair there. And in the other videos that you're going to see coming up, I'm going to have longer hair there. I've decided to release this video a little bit earlier because it is Blackpool Magic Convention in a few days time. So I'm going to give you a guide on Blackpool Magic Convention, but I'm going to give you two guides. So I'm going to give you a guide where you get a ticket and you attend the convention, and a guide for without a ticket. So I've been going to Blackpool Magic Convention for roughly 10, 15, 20 years? Between 10 and 15 years. One thing that never changes, every year that I've been to, there is always a huge queue for registration. One thing that I can say about Blackpool Magic Convention that everybody does, and it is the one place that you're guaranteed to meet pretty much everybody that you want to. That is the Ruskin Hotel. Now, the Ruskin is a hotel, but it has a extremely large area for bars and lots of other things. What I love about the Ruskin in particular is whether you have a ticket to the convention or not, you can spend a lot of time there. And I've done this over the years where I just go to the Ruskin and spend my time in the Ruskin, seeing all my friends. It's okay, you can do that. Some of the best years that I've been to Blackpool is just going to the Ruskin Hotel and seeing everybody there. You will still have an incredible time if you just go to the Ruskin, because there are jam sessions after jam sessions there. You get to chat and meet loads of new people. I've met some of the most incredible friends of my life there. Let's talk about the convention itself. This year there is an app. This year's app is absolutely incredible. It has the rundown of each day of what's going on and where. So on Thursday you've got the auction, Friday you've got dealers halls and stuff, but when you go into them, there is actually the lectures and things that are going to be happening. So it is definitely worthwhile looking. The great thing about this is that often there are specific dealers that you are hoping are there, you're not sure where they're going to be, or you'll wander around and you miss them. Vanishing Ink usually have a huge sign, you can't miss them, they're literally just Vanishing Ink plastered everywhere. It's hard to miss Vanishing Ink. I never walk into the dealer's hall looking for specific dealers. What I like to do is literally visit near enough everyone that's there and see what they've got coming up that's new, because often you'll find independent ones have stuff that things like Vanishing Ink and Illusionist, all those don't have. So it is worth just wandering the dealer's hall with nothing specific in mind. If there's things that you're specifically looking for that you don't want to pay massive import fees, then this is going to be a great time for you to visit them and maybe pick yourself up a bargain. So if, like me, you're arriving on the Thursday, there is an auction going on, which is where you can buy some rare magic and things like that. So it is worth having a look. But on a Thursday, it's literally just people getting settled in, getting ready for the rest of the week. You can register a little bit earlier before people arrive on the Friday. So maybe it is worth arriving on the Thursday, seeing if you can get registered and get your tickets early, and then just getting settled in and ready for the weekend. I like arriving on the Thursday because it gives me a chance to just hang out really casually with a lot of my friends that arrive. That's one of the great things about Blackpool Magic Convention, is that it's probably one of the only times that I can guarantee seeing some of my really good friends. Because often throughout the year we don't get to see a lot of our friends because we live at other ends of the world. Once a year you can pretty much guarantee that we are all going to meet up and just hang out, and catch up. So let's talk about lectures. Now, with the app, you get to see every lecture that's happening on what times and what days. It is probably a good idea to download the app now, so then you can map out which lectures you would like to see and at what times. One thing that I find with Blackpool is that with the convention being as big as it is, there are often lectures that are happening at the same time that I want to see both, so you end up missing them. It is a little bit of a difficult one sometimes. So there was one year that I remember, I think there was Danny Ortiz lecturing and there was somebody else, and I wanted to see both, and I was just like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know which one. I think that year I went to go see Danny Ortiz lecture, and then I caught up with the other person that was supposed to be lecturing at the Ruskin. So I still managed to catch up and still get a lot of the information. So don't stress yourself out if you don't get to see all the lectures that you want to see, because you can catch up and get some really good information from them at the Ruskin. However, I say that, but that doesn't mean that you should run up to them and say, I miss your lecture, so tell me everything. Or this. That's not what they're there for. They're there to hang out, chill, relax. One thing that I would really like to stress and say is that these magicians and lecturers are people too. If one of your favorite magicians is going this year and you would like to speak to them, but don't know how to approach them, just say hi. We all do this one thing that we love, and we have this one thing in common, and that's magic. And they want to share their passion with you. That's why they do what they do and why they are teaching. So if you're unsure or a little bit nervous to speak to them, don't be, because they are all people too. And they want to say hi and they want to chat to you. One thing that I will say is that it does get a little bit annoying when people just come up to you and go, can I show you a trick? Can I show you a trick? Now this has happened quite a lot to me as well, where people have just seen me and gone, oh, can I show you this? Can I show you this? And then it is just all day constant, can I show you this? Can I show you this? I know you're excited, and I know that you probably haven't shown a lot of people these things, but it is worthwhile remembering that it's a long day, and if every single person, there are thousands of magicians there, if every single person is going, oh, can I show you this? It's about sort of reading the room, reading whether it's appropriate to say, can I show you this? But my advice, if you are wanting to speak to your favorite creator, your favorite magician, lecturer, mentalist, just approach them and say hi. Just have a normal conversation with them. Being friendly with somebody makes them be friendly with you. You're more likely to get a better conversation if you are friendly with them and treat them like a normal person. I do have to say that I have met some of the most incredible people ever at these conventions, and I've made some lasting friendships from it. I can guarantee that if you can't afford a ticket for the convention, but you still think, oh, I'd like to go, plan one day. Go to Blackpool. You can spend Blackpool daytime around actually Blackpool, because it is a seaside, so there are plenty of things that you could do. You can wander the beach, some of the shops, but ultimately you could go to the Ruskin and still get a lot of valuable information and still thoroughly enjoy yourself. And who knows, you may make some long-lasting friendships. I'm not going to give you lots of information and lots of things to do, because ultimately I feel like this is a personal experience. For me, the main reason I'm going is to catch up with a lot of friends, do some content there, and promote my business, the Six Shadows of Magic. This year, the Six Shadows, we don't have a stand at the convention, but we may think about having one for next year. Let's talk about accommodations. Now, the accommodations there, you are not really going to get glamorous hotels. You are pretty much going to be looking at a bed and breakfast. But I have to stress, you are not going to be spending that much time in your hotel room. You're going to be wandering Blackpool. You're going to be wandering the Winter Gardens. You're going to be sitting in lectures. You're going to be at the Ruskin, talking and chatting. It is a long weekend. So I'm going to arrive on the Thursday and I'm going to be leaving on the Monday. So I'm literally there for the full weekend. I am so excited for this. Like, you have no idea. It has been nearly 3 years since I went. The last time I went, it was 2020 when the pandemic hit. So I'm staying at a bed and breakfast that is really close to the Ruskin. So that's great. It means that I'm a stone's throw away from the Ruskin. I'm also really close to the Winter Garden. I wouldn't worry too much about the actual getting a hotel or anything like that, because usually the actual hotels are a big distance away from the convention itself. So my advice would be look at bed and breakfast, or even if you really want to, look at an Airbnb. I've mentioned this previous in the video that one of the best things for me is I've made some long-lasting friendships. Like for instance, Jeremy Griffiths. Now, me and him met at the Session convention, I think it was 2019. I have to say that without Blackpool Magic Convention, that me and him probably wouldn't be as close of friends as we've become. And of course, some of you remember me from working with Peter Turner. Now, we used to live super close together, and then we ended up living in the same house. But before that, the first time I ever met him was at Blackpool Magic Convention. So again, if it wasn't for Blackpool, I don't think I'd have met Peter Turner and maybe have done as much work with him as I have. So Blackpool has given me long-lasting friendships, but it's also given me work. So if you're going to the convention and you see me, please do come say hi. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all those tasty things. And until next time, be good, be kind, stay awesome. Peace.